I brought you to a fertile land to eat its fruits and bounty. But after you entered, you defiled my land. You made my inheritance detestable. The priests quit asking, where is the Lord? The experts in the law no longer knew me, and the rulers rebelled against me. The prophets prophesied by Baal and followed useless idols. Therefore, I will bring a case against you again. This is the Lord's declaration. That's Jeremiah 2:7-9. The entire book of Jeremiah 2 is all about apostasy and its history repeating itself. What I just read that was applicable over 2,000 years ago is applicable today. People put idols, they create idols. We live in a world that is an idol-making factory. There's a channel for every different hobby or inclination there is on planet Earth. If you want to do something, there is something or someone ready to mesmerize you to keep you focused on that and that alone. And it's so easy to replace our number one love being God with something that is in this world. Hobbies are good. It's good to have things that bring us joy, but the number one source of that joy should always be God. There should be a fear and a reverence, but that is eliminated as the powers that be in this world have us focused on all of the wrong things, not honoring God. Jesus Christ was a servant up until his very death. We're called to be representations of that type of sacrifice, which only comes with a fear and reverence and a devotion to the Lord that comes first before anything else. If you put anything else first, you are not going to be willing to sacrifice anything in this world. I know that I don't. I know that when God brings me to my humblest times, that's when I'm ready and willing and so happy to serve him. And as soon as he gives me a little bit of comfort, it's amazing how quickly that conviction will set in as soon as I find myself being comfortable and a little bit lazy. And it happens to all of us. It happened to the Israelites. It's happened to generations and generations. Cyclically, people get comfortable. The Lord delivers them from bondage, from slavery, from oppression. And then what do they do with that freedom? They start worshiping other idols, not even realizing it at times. False doctrine bleeds into the church. We start trusting in man. We stop trusting in God first. And then we are slowly led astray to the point where we don't even realize it, that it's a lot of bad fruit being produced in the church because we think that we have to choose when Jesus never chose. Jesus didn't get political. He upended the tables of both sides, the religious elite, today's conservatives, and the political elite, the Romans, who was today's left. He flipped the tables on all of them. He exposed the hypocrisy. He exposed the power struggle, and he pointed people to his kingdom. But as long as we have our roots invested in idols and mankind in this world, holding on to things that we were never supposed to hold on to, we are not going to avoid the same mistakes our ancestors made, the Israelites made, God's chosen ones made. And again, history repeats itself. There is a great apostasy happening. Many people will say, Lord, Lord, I did this in your name. And he's going to say, truly, I tell you, I never knew you. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. It begins when we start placing idols in our lives that we value above a relationship with God. Anytime you find yourself spending too much time in one area, I implore you, I encourage you, pray and get into his word and let him lead you. I started finding myself tempted to do other things. And I jumped in the word, found myself in Jeremiah 2, and here I am. Just little things we can do to run to the Lord first before anything in this world, because things are getting flipped upside down right now, so we need to be running to him. I encourage you to do that. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.